Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, and now here I am with another video to talk about another version of A Christmas Carol. Now I'm gonna go over 1970s Scrooge. Oh, I really didn't like this one, to be honest. I mean, this one was just like so freaking over the top that it just really was not enjoyable for me. I mean, it's just. I mean, you have, like, this movie has Albert Finney starring as Scrooge. And Albert Finney is just, like, so over the top in the role. I mean, his voice is just, like, so freaking, like, goofy, really. I mean, the way his voice for Scrooge, it just is so freaking over the top. I mean, it just sounds like he's like trying way too hard to sound intimidating. Like it's like he's trying to sound kind of like older, like how Reginald Owen sounded. But I mean, seriously, he's just like trying way too hard with this, and really, he's just not doing good. I mean, Albert Finney just, yeah, Albert Finney is probably the most over the top Scrooge there is, and really, I didn't like him in the role. Just, I really didn't like how he talked. I didn't like how he acted. I mean, just, yeah, Albert Finney. I really don't like him as Scrooge. And seriously, I mean, this movie has like way too many songs in it. Like I lost count of how many songs there really are, and the songs really aren't even memorable at all. Like I've forgotten every single song. I don't even remember a single word from any of the songs. They're that forgettable. And plus, it seems like the songs are just like taking time away from the important things, and they're just like trying to move our attention away and just try to like take away from the story in the movie. Like the songs just make the movie become really unfocused because I mean there are songs like every it's like there's songs like every 10 minutes and maybe even in less of a time span than that. I mean there's like that many songs in this. Gosh. I mean yeah, and I mean it still does have like the same elements that the that the other ones have. I mean, it still does have Scrooge, still like acting the way he does. It still shows like him declining Fred's invitation for Christmas dinner and how he treats Cratchit. It still does show like Scrooge still giving Cratchit the day off for Christmas. Yeah, and this movie also does like have some new elements that really aren't, I don't think are that common in Christmas Carol. It has like Scrooge visiting some other clients that he has. And also in this version, rather than collecting for like poor, the the two people that collect money actually do it for charity rather than for the poor. Yeah. And like I said, just, yeah, there are, like, songs, like, every 10 minutes, like, Scrooge, well, not Scrooge, yeah, Cratchit, like, sings with his children, and there are, like, kids singing song to Scrooge, like, trying to pester him or something. And, yeah, there's, like, a million other different songs in here. And seriously, I don't like any of the songs. I mean, the songs are just, like, really like unmemorable as I said, and plus it just gets so annoying hearing the songs. I mean, plus like the songs are going way too long. Like it was just like watching this movie and just hearing the songs. I'm like, oh, when are these gonna end? Yeah. And plus, like, no, the designs really are not that good for this film. Like when Jacob Marley comes to see Scrooge, the look of Jacob Marley, like him wrapped in chains, it looks pretty lame to be honest. I mean, it shows like this huge chain like wrapped around Jacob Marley's torso, and it honestly looks really lame. I mean, it doesn't even look that realistic at all. It just kind of looks like a very light plastic chain, and it really looks looks like really fake. I mean, it doesn't even look that realistic like how it is in other ones where we actually see like him actually like carrying the chains and dragging them around and stuff. And the Ghost of Christmas Past here, I mean, it's just like, what? I mean, the Ghost of Christmas Past here is like some old woman in blue, and she takes Scrooge to visit his past, and really, it just seems like the design for the Ghost of Christmas Past and all these variations of A Christmas Carol just seems really inconsistent. Like, the Ghost of Christmas Past just seems to always, like, change so much. Like, the Ghost of Christmas Present and the Ghost of Christmas Future always, like, seem to have the same look in all the versions, but the Ghost of Christmas Past just, like, keeps on changing all the time. But, I mean, I really don't like the way the Ghost of Christmas Past is in this. I mean, this was really the best you could go with. I mean, seriously, why did you choose something like this as the Ghost of Christmas Past? So, I wasn't a fan of how the Ghost of Christmas Past looked in this version. Yeah. And this one, like, it still shows, like, when Scrooge visits his past, still shows, like, him being left at school for the holidays, and then his sister comes to take him home. And in this version, as Scrooge works for Fezziwig, he actually ends up falling in love with Isabel, who's Fezziwig's daughter. And then it just shows then Isabel then ended up leaving Scrooge because she felt that he cared more about his money than he did about her. And gosh. And the stuff with the Ghost of Christmas Present, which, oh gosh, I mean, the Ghost of Christmas Present here feels like kind of annoying. Just, I felt the Ghost of Christmas Present was really annoying here, and plus, like, Scrooge's voice once again. Ugh. Yeah. But it still does show, like, all the stuff. Like, it does show how Tiny Tim is ill and he may die soon. But then, this is the part that I really feel is just done so wrong, and it's, like, completely, like, this seems, like, really out of place. It's the part where Scrooge comes, like, the Ghost of Christmas Future visits Scrooge. The Ghost of Christmas Future shows Scrooge what it will be like when he dies. And it shows how, like, when Scrooge is dying, like, people are celebrating the death, and there's, like, somebody giving a speech about Scrooge, and it's like Scrooge thinks that the people there are actually, like, applauding him and stuff, and Scrooge was starting to, like, give some kind of speech to them, and apparently, like, every time he finished a sentence, it was, like, also in timing with, like, the people in the future bringing out things for Scrooge, like, bringing out, like, his belongings and stuff. And it's like, everyone started clapping, and that was at the same time whenever Scrooge would finish a part of what he was saying. And then there was also, once again, a song during this, and, like, what is that? I mean, this is supposed to be, like, a real sad moment as, like, the Ghost of Christmas Future shows Scrooge how Tiny Tim will die and stuff, and how Scrooge will also be dead by that time. And yet, it's like turning into, like, it's just becoming like something where it actually seems like a happy moment and a song is being sung. Seriously, I mean, it's so unfocused and this song is just so out of place here. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, for all my complaining about this, I mean, is there anything that I do like about this? Well, I mean, something I do like about this is how this film, it does actually show, like, how the Ghost of Christmas Future really looks, like, under his hood, and like, it actually shows the Ghost of Christmas Future is basically just, like, a really dark figure, and it shows, like, the Ghost of Christmas Future is really just basically, like, a skeleton, pretty much. Which it actually shows, like, the Ghost of Christmas Future basically has just a simple skull for his head, and then he also has just skeleton hands. So yeah, at least for that, now they're actually making the Ghost of Christmas Future how he should be, a real dark figure rather than what I've talked about in the previous two films I've gone over, where it's just like he's basically just a normal human inside of a dark cloak. So yeah, I do like how they did actually make him seem really dark this time, and actually like a mysterious figure rather than just a person in a dark cloak. But I mean, seriously, what happens next? Like when the Ghost of Christmas Future shows his face and stuff to Scrooge, Scrooge ends up falling like right into the hole of where his grave will be in the future, and it apparently like takes him to hell. And the design of it is, oh boy, it's bad. I mean, it's supposed to be like a really like dark and evil place, and there's supposed to be like fires there. And this just shows like there's a bunch of red shiny walls everywhere. Like, I mean, what? And then like when Scrooge is down there, he comes across Jacob Marley again, and then Jacob Marley and the other Dark who are going through the same fate as he is then like wrap a enormous chain around Scrooge, and oh man. And while I'm talking about Jacob Marley again, something else I do like about this is when Jacob Marley first comes to see Scrooge, and just like in the previous movie I talked about, Jacob Marley once again shows Scrooge like the other ghosts that are suffering the same fate as he did with carrying the chains. But rather than what it showed in the previous film, with like Marley just opening a door and showing Scrooge where the others are, he actually like basically just flies Scrooge up to the sky, and it just shows like all the spirits and stuff who are suffering the same fate as Marley flying throughout the sky. So yeah, a different thing there. And then, oh boy, once like on Christmas morning when like Scrooge comes to see Cratchit and his family again, and like Scrooge is like going throughout the town dressed as Santa Claus and basically just doing good for everyone. And once again, just another song. Yeah. But you know, Scrooge is just told Cratchit that he'll give him a raise, and they'll also work to find the best doctors to cure Tiny Tim. So I mean, it does like show a good message how Scrooge is once again trying to do good. But I mean, so freaking over the top and so overly whimsical and stuff with the freaking song sung once again. Oh my gosh. Oh man, so yeah, and then yeah, it just ends with Scrooge going back home, and then he just prepares for lunch with his family, and he then just thanks Jacob Marley for helping him in a second chance in his life, and yeah, the movie ends like that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm really not a fan of this version, and yeah, this will probably be one that I really probably will never see again. So yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't recommend this for people. I mean, this I may be an outsider on this. A lot of people really seem to like it, but really, I don't. So yeah, not really a fan of this version. But I mean, if you like it, then yeah, enjoy what you enjoy, I guess. But yeah, all right. So yeah, that's all I really need to say about Scrooge. So yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.